sixth defense of his title. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of the young superstars of boxing today, the undefeated Saul Canelo Alvarez. Here is the undefeated WBA super welterweight champion of the world, Austin Trout.
All right, gentlemen, went over rules over in the dressing room. I want you to obey my commands. Protect yourself all times. Good luck, play Olympia.
The sea of humanity here at the Alamodome. The bell in round one of the fifth unification fight, 2004, when Winky Wright defeated Shane Mosley.
Sideways, and Austin Trout.
It's almost like Canelo slowly but surely take this crowd out of it. Because
Not all landing, but
he's not going to give up his height. If Canelo is not going to come to him, he's just going to jab him and jab him until he finally starts.
yeah, he changed the dynamic already, Paul.
Canelo coming off the low team days. This is his 266th round. Many times against Miguel Cotto in his last fight. This is his 150th. Of course, will react to anything when it comes to combat.
Use the jab. He can take the crowd out of it distance and maintain control with the jab. He'll be able to do it.
Canelo said he wants to not just. Trout is controlling the real estate in this fight. Again,
the first round, Canelo coming off a fifth round TKO win against her liquefying left hook, and there's a lead left hook as he swarms Trout along the ropes.
His lack of experience, he already was losing patience. Swung a wild right hand.
You need to move your waist, so you've got to throw the jab.
3 consecutive jabs.
he threw 34 jabs in the first 8, but it's the number he threw that was impressive. And there's an indication of those jabs that I had mentioned. The fact
there is a bigger difference in experience than some might think.
In the first round, Canelo at about this distance. He felt like he was almost him on the chest there, but this is the distance Canelo needs to start landing. And there he goes.
And Canelo lunging forward.
took the punch well.
Yeah, Canelo used to bullying his opponents in the past, especially the small.
Consistently slip the jab to his own left, and it's making a difference.
The jab, Canelo measuring him up. The jab of his own that misses. Canelo sticks those straight right.
About Austin Trout in these recent fights against Cotto has taken them extraordinarily well.
2 of his own from the southpaw stance. Canelo looking to 15 seconds left in the round. Oh, a nice jab from Canelo. That stings.
And when he does it, Trout's very effective at dealing with it.
Midpoint of the third round. Straight right hand. Trout along the ropes. Canelo comes in. There's a right hand that connects for Canelo. Flashes the jab, doubles up the jab, follows up. Less than a minute remaining in the third round. Canelo just really looking to hit
a little bit from Trout.
And Canelo told us that that would be
right
his
cross to the stomach.
Good point.
Step around left, just keep turning him.
It's worth noting at this point that Austin Trout, the judges will see. I thought the only definitive round so far you can.
So he kind of met him with that uppercut there.
And Canelo loads up with 2, making forward, not gauging the distance, and Trout tagging him. Canelo lands the jab to put together a 1-2 combination.
And that's where Canelo
uppercut.
When Trout bends in.
Jab and then the straight right to the sternum. Paulie Malignaggi ringside, joined by Brian Kelly. Canelo avoiding the brunt of.
You can see that, except for Steve Farhood, who has the fight a draw, both Paulie and I.
That would be his strategy, wanting to invest in the body, slow down the fleet-footed Trout.
And we should point out that they will be telling because of the.
I'll say one thing. Trout started this fight trying to be establish his own jab. He's landing it on the counter. He's landing it on the lead. And although Trout
bobbing and weaving, trying to avoid Trout's jab, and comes back.
You need to make Canelo think twice about being so aggressive. A solid counter shot will do that. Good head movement.
Good head movement. Trying to befuddle Trout. Trout, though, lands the straight left. Revenge for my brother theme has happened in the past. The most recent example.
1 point for Canelo, and one judge had it even. That was through.
Goes to the body with the right hand.
So what that...
Oh, and a nice right.
He doubled that right hand up. Oh, he's hurt. Balance.
Canelo misses. Canelo counter right by Trout. Trout now going to the uppercut well.
And Austin pays dividends later. He's to me looks like he's just slowed a tad to land this many.
Under a minute remaining in the 6th round here at the Alamodome. Trout ducks underneath.
But here's the thing, he's not moving his head as much this round. He's kind of a stationary target. He's moving a little bit here, but he's starting for those straight shots Trout's throwing, although it's a good counter.
We've reached the midpoint as a nice right uppercut by Canelo. The midpoint of the fight.
He hit a wall. He's turning now.
Round of 7 underway, and as is often the case when you have a conventional fighter, and there is Canelo dropping Trout with a straight right.
7, 8.
Trout winking at Canelo.
Canelo now on the attack. Trout trying to survive another overhand right. When you have a orthodox fighting his southpaw, the feet get tangled, makes him look a little awkward, but right now they are just from Trout. So scintillating action here in the 7th with Canelo Alvarez.
That might be it.
Under a minute here as Trout now beginning to uppercut by Canelo.
Austin Trout showing heart and grit, but he's got to be...
And with every shot gaining...
And Canelo may have punched himself out a little bit in this round.
Yeah, I think so. He's actually almost done better than Canelo since he's been hurt.
Canelo with the jab. Wants to circle away from the right. There's Trout. Canelo was looking for the counter right.
Sorry, the way this round started, did you think it would end with Trout walking down Canelo?
No.
Crowd of nearly 40,000 getting their money's worth thus far.
You've got it a draw. Explain.
Well, clearly this fight's going to be won in the 2nd half, but even though Trout came back...
And Canelo got kind of
so
tired.
he's not throwing very much, and then all of a sudden he'll explode, and it's almost like he saves up that energy. Man, some of these rounds could go either way.
And maybe the difference at some point would be the power that in this round.
Well, he started the round
Taking a look
very
at
good.
the total body shots landed. Ask Paulie Malignaggi.
No comment.
Well, Trout now has Canelo on the ropes, and Trout lands the straight.
But he's allowing Trout to dictate big portions of these rounds. And it's by far the busier fighter in this match, so that has bearing as well.
Canelo followed it up with a straight right. There's another lead straight.
Austin Trout, unless he lands something monstrous.
I'll tell you one thing to note. Has
To the 9th round here at the Alamodome.
Trout threw 59 punches to only 28 for Canelo Alvarez. You know, Laurence called the 3rd man in the ring who's taken some heat over bouts in the past.
Has so much the shot that Canelo threw. And there Canelo digs away with a couple of short right uppercuts. And there's a nice straight left hook by Canelo.
You know, Canelo's pushing those right hands, but every once in a while...
bring his momentum back forward.
There's another. Wants to double up, but for the most part, we haven't seen the combination.
Patience was important in this fight, but the problem is that having that patience won't let him do well in the latter part of the round.
Keeping Trout honest. Trout throwing punches that time as...
But he's made it count. You know, the power he's throwing this round has landed a little bit. He's feeling
a
confident.
little showmanship from Canelo.
You know, his game plan is to work off the jab, and he's going to force Canelo to keep slipping that jab and keep wasting his rest time.
And is Trout landing enough punches?
Again,
he's obviously not watching the fight.
Controversy has reigned supreme in this fight.
Here's the point. They've been told in Austin Trout's corner.
He forces him to take more chances, and he forces him to go into the teeth of the lion, so to speak, because Canelo...
But it is true also, at least he knows where he stands. Normally he wouldn't, so exercise in open scoring or at least semi.
And Trout putting together Trout, who again resets. There's the 1-2 combination by the southpaw, and he gets jacked to the... Canelo pot-shotting but moving forward. Trout with a straight left. Canelo misses with the right hand. Canelo done with the showboating for a moment. Again, on the ropes momentarily. 10 seconds left in the 10th.
For Paulie.
Know what that means, Al? That means for those of us that are actually watching the fight's still up in the air.
Yes.
8 rounds. We are in the 11th now, the penultimate round of this title unification bout.
They know what that score is. So the point is, this has been, by and large, an Austin Trout round, except for the one big power for Trout, 6-0 for Alvarez.
Alvarez
Aggressive. These are the championship rounds, and he seems like he's picked up the aggression this round.
moving his head out of the way of that jab.
He stays committed to it.
Overhand, a straight right hand there by Canelo connects.
Solid, a clean combination.
Yeah, very good point. By the way, you talked about the commitment to the jab. Trout has thrown 307.
Left uppercut to the body. Canelo coming forward. Counter right by Trout. The right hand, counter left from Trout, who circles away back to the center of the 154-pound titles.
Neither man has
And at
lost.
the end of the day, that's all that really matters. The right uppercut to the torso by Canelo, catches Trout again with the 12th and final round here in Texas. Title unification fight on Showtime.
The defense, keep a good defense for this round.
Austin Trout was buckled by another one of those uppercuts. And for just
he had his foot on his lead foot.
Sign of sportsmanship as super welterweight championships. Canelo
On their feet. You know, here's a dilemma about open scoring. Canelo in the corner, solid defense this round. So let's see what he does do. He's ending the round, that he wins the fight.
It's been Trout's commitment to harder shots.
Telling shots.
Now Trout, uppercut, known as a slick, crafty southpaw, more of a defensive first fighter, but now series of left uppercuts. Canelo just past the minute mark of this final round. Right hand.
Ray, who had the scores read to him by the corner of Austin Trout, that they read it directly from the WBC, so presumably
Minute and a half remaining in the fight.
from Canelo's, I should say from Canelo's corner, excuse me.
Canelo backing stairs with a left to the body.
And here you see Canelo. This fight on my card is up in the air. Yet it kills. Even Canelo knows it, so he's not taking any chances.
Very good
when
point,
otherwise, because his
but you're
fight's
right, Canelo just trying to do his best to avoid ring in the fight. There's a right body by Canelo, straight left by Trout. 20 seconds left in. As many insiders and hardcore fans predicted, to a 12-round distance fight or cards here in Texas.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision, all three in favor of the winner, Saul Canelo Alvarez.